So it'll be Rodney Magruder alongside Maurice Harkless, Ivica Zubac in the lineup with Dylan Brooks, Jonas Valanciunas, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Jay Crowder. Zubac against Jackson, and the Grizzlies win the tap. Grizzlies 116 points on the road, although they did hold a very dynamic. Here's Paul George with a banker. They did. No Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. Oh, a nice give, and Crowder with the finish. Beautiful setup by Paul George last year as a member of the Thunder. Made 11 triples in 2 outings against Memphis. Here's Valanciunas for 3. It's through. Jaren on a pickup trying to bring it to Valanciunas. Magruder on the steal. Paul George back the other way. He attacks, hangs, and hits. Well, for the entry was the first turnover, and it resulted in Clipper points. Grizzlies a season-low 9 turnovers. George with a teardrop is in. And it's
no shot blocking on the floor for them with this lineup.
George again working the right side of the floor. He hangs, he hits again. Paul George.
Doesn't matter how much time he has missed. He is a gifted and talented scorer.
8 for him. And Valanciunas over the top with 2 hands. To playing, but he's adapting very nicely, at least by tonight's results. Offensive rebound, Zubac, and a second chance score. Magruder is guarding Jaren at the moment. 4 gone by here first quarter. There's the pass to Jaren. He wheels and he flips it up and in.
There's no need to attack this painted area of this Clippers defense with the team that's on the floor.
Harkless drills the 3. 30 rebound Beverly. Beverly had a 16 rebound game earlier this season. Zubac spins to the rim, and now has Jones on the floor, and so is Rob Fisher.
Well, Taylor Jenkins telling the team during that last timeout that went up 9-2. They've gone on a 13-4 run.
And one of the coaches to make sure that he pushed himself away from the table. Apparently had some issues with the diet. Lou Williams, Zubac bobbles. Grizzlies get the turnover. Jones against Beverly, lays it up, and Beverly with a rejection. Jaren's got the mismatch against Beverly. Goes to work in the post, turns and misses. Valanciunas cleans it up.
Transition can be good defensively.
Lou Williams gets all the way to the dotted line. Magruder off the slash, flips it up and in, and that's the story that the Grizzlies dealt with in Indiana. A lot of dribble penetration. Here's Jaren. A pull-up 3 is through for Jaren Jackson Jr.
NBA legs underneath him, and now he's with a brand new group of players and a different style. So it just took some time to get accustomed.
Grayson Allen on a slash. 9 games with the ankle sprain. Montrezl Harrell, one of the best bench scorers in the league, goes right to the rack and draws a foul on Brandon. But picked up by Ja, and then turns it over to Mann. Mann took Brooks to the rack and finishes as we check in with Rob.
To step up and get a stop. Pacers shot 54% in their game, but 54% for the Clippers here in the first quarter.
Dylan Brooks hits.
In the player's mind, and the defense becomes secondary, but Marco comes up with a nice steal there.
Morant drop feed, and Valanciunas hammers it down. Have that physical presence and toughness, because this is a Clipper team that they will get physical with you. Jay with a fadeaway, it's through.
They need, though, the 5 assists. Some nights it's your game to score, some nights it's your game to facilitate.
Harrell and a foul. George, who missed the first 11 games of the season, starting to settle in. Magruder show and go off glass, and Harrell acrobatically with the follow. Couldn't follow at that time. Morant to Crowder.
John Morant continues to I'm a little lighter in the wallet because of that.
Yeah, and I was late to the party, so I'm going to have to wait till they get restocked. Here's Zubac banking it home.
So you force Zubac into those type second thought shots.
Solomon Hill for 3. It's through for Solomon Hill.
Solomon Hill's first back. Contesting shots, rebounding the basketball, boxing out bigger guys.
Ooh, Harkless
on the screens and be a monster on the backboards.
And can be aggressive. No fouls yet. JaMychal Green's 3 is through. JaMychal Green shooting 36. As Beverly, for 6'1", he is hugely active on the glass. And a look ahead to JaMychal Green. Oh, Brandon Clark
blocked it in.
Side. Tyus Jones curls, flips it up and in. Got that one to roll in.
Roll in.
Williams turns the corner against a triple team. Extra pass. Trying to do his work early. Jones, another floater. Back-to-back makes for Tyus Jones.
I don't know with anybody else on the floor right now for the Clippers taking shots.
Jones with a drop-off. Brandon Clark rolls it in. All the details. Grizzlies get a deflection. A 2-on-1. Dillon against Paul George. A little dipsy-do. Scoop and score. Grizzlies struggling from downtown, as are the Clippers. Oh, well, they were struggling. They have their largest lead of the game at 64-57. Morant to a trailing Jaren for three. Got it at the horn. Dillon Brooks. Jaren, a step back three. It's through for Jaren Jackson Jr. The Grizzlies.
No need in trying to go around. Jaren Jackson Jr. very comfortable behind the three-point line.
Paul George, that's a three. And down it goes for Paul George's first night against Dallas. Morant works to the baseline and finds Valanciunas, who can't hit the chippy, and then taps it in.
Haven't been able to knock down the initial, but 2 times been able to put back the offensive rebound.
Ooh. Paul George hits a three. Grizzlies wanted an offensive.
He is so aggressive. If you pass and cut, you can get it back on the cut.
Valanciunas against Zubac, puts it in.
I like that, partner.
Jaren for three. Around and out, and tipped in by Valanciunas. George for three. Rebound tips out to George. And Patterson will try again. This time he makes. Patrick Patterson. And he's being guarded by Patrick Patterson at the moment. And on the overplay, Magruder, the steal, and the lay-in.
Partner, I believe they have to just give on one. And then let Morant break it down so you don't have to try to get him the ball again and to have court to set your setup.
Crowder off the curl, banks in a three. To give the Grizzlies.
Basket. Jay Crowder has provided something.
And that lollipop pass stolen by Morant. Showtime!
Chance to a layup, came down and kind of grabbed the back of his leg.
See if we get any word. Patterson for three. It's another one.
He says the one thing, he wasn't putting the game for defensive purposes.
No.
He's putting in the game to stretch their bigs to try to see can they get him out.
Morant, beautiful setup by Brandon Clark, who just checked. Brandon Clark got a hand on it. Ball loose, and Beverly wins the 50-50 ball and finds Patterson. Does Lou Williams. Valanciunas got Harrell in the air. Dump off, and Clark with a finish for Valanciunas. Lou Williams, a catch-and-shoot three.
Favorite Lou Williams hasn't shot the.
And then a second one later in the period. Lou Williams drives, wraps it around. Harrell lays it in.
I mean, like he just knows where he.
Clark with a defensive rebound. Marco, BC over the top, and Marco the splendid. So for Brandon Clark and Dillon Brooks, and now the Grizzlies turn it over, and man slams. Canada tomorrow, it's Thursday. Morant trying to create. Create elevation. No Kawhi Leonard. Morant against man. Valanciunas 4-3. Bango! Well, what is with Crowder, Valanciunas, Brooks, and Morant? He got that last rebound. DB with the layoff. Jonas Jaeger. 30 for first end. Their 6-game winning streak intercepted by Morant. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Jump ball behind the back. A scoop and score. Hello! Morant trying to shake free from Beverly. Shot clock down to 3. A deep 3. Morant. Bingo! Oh, what shot making by the rookie.
It's a layup there by Morant.
Harrell turns the corner and lays it in.
Harrell to the basket by Harrell.
Crowder, an open three. Bingo! Jackson in, Valanciunas out. Crowder for three. Bingo!
Been a total team effort for the Grizzlies. Everyone that has stepped on the floor has contributed.
Harrell in traffic forces it up and in.
Take the personal foul, you'll take the team foul, but you really like the basket.
Solomon Hill for three. Yes, sir!
We'll take the three instead.
George pitches out, extra pass. Lou Williams a straightaway three. Free throws, Crowder with 20. His season high is 21 against the Lakers. And an and one for Lou Williams right down the fell out of bounds. Paul George for three.
I'll tell you this much, partner.
Ja hangs and hits and is fouled. Morant drives. Picked off by Jermichael Green, who will get it back and slam it to tie the game at 113. Draws a double team. 8 to shoot. Ja against Harrell. In the lane, hangs and hits.
Not a floater to a straight up and down floater.
Morant with 10 in the quarter. And Paul George answers with a 3. 3-point Grizzlies lead. Lou Williams drives. Corner 3. Beverly ties the game at 119. Down to 2. Williams creating. And tipped in by Harrell with 2.3. Jaren blocked by Harkless with 2/10 of his second. Ending the timing logistics. Morant will throw it.
The ball must have been tipped.
Ball was